All right guys, so we're going to talk about the comfort aspects of the van, and what I mean is temperature. So getting heat out or getting heat in, we're going to start with the vent fan. The vent fan is hands down the first place to start if the van is muggy, hot, anything like that. These vent fans are automatic as far as the lid goes, and so there's a power button right here. You just press the power button and the vent fan is going to start opening up and turning on. You've got a plus and a minus button here. This is your speed. So the fan's going pretty slow right now. I can press this all the way up to jet status. And then there's an in and out button. There's an in and out button that reverses the flow. So if you want the fan blowing on you, or if you want the fan sucking air out, you can reverse the flow. And then to shut it down, you just press the power button and it'll shut automatically. This fan also has a remote, so if you're cooking, I'll show you the remote in a second. If you're cooking, you can, and like it's getting smoky or whatever, or you don't want food smells in the van, you can click open the fan and use this to vent your cooking space. So now let's look at some of the other controls. So this is your fan remote. You just point it at the fan and it's all the same controls. They're just on a remote face. And then the next thing I want to talk about is our heater. So the van has a gas heater. It's under the passenger side seat, and it's great for cold nights. This is a thermostat, so if you want to come in close, I'll show you how the screen works. So the first thing you're going to do is press the center button to wake up the heater. And then what you're looking for are these little wavy arrows. That's heat mode. So if you click the center button again, now it wants to know, okay, what temperature do you want the thermostat set to? This is just like your thermostat in your home. So we're gonna set it to the temperature we want. This screen's a little different than your home thermostat in that you can tell it how long you want it to run. So if you go to the infinity symbol, it's just gonna stay. It's going to keep the heat on for as long as you leave the heater on. But if you only wanted to run the heater for like an hour or something, you could. When you see this red ring, that means that the heater is kicking on. It's going to start blowing air and those kinds of things, heating up and putting out your heat until it gets to the desired temperature. Now to turn it off, you're going to click the heat again and you're going to click off. And you'll see the little red ring go away and it'll go back to sleep. So that's how you turn the heater off. If you can, it's best to run the heater for at least 30 minutes. It's better for it to not kick on and off for short periods of time. So the last thing I want to talk about is the air conditioner. This is a 12-volt air conditioner. It can run off of the batteries. It can also kill the batteries, so make sure that you're aware of your, don't just run it for 12 hours straight out in the woods with no power. It's best to be plugged up if you can, but if you need to run it for 3-4 hours without power, you can do that. So on your screen, the way that you turn on the air conditioner is you just hold down the power button and it's going to kick on with the thermostat just like the heater. So right now it's set to 62 degrees. If I press this little menu button, it's going to take me down to basically the mode. So right now it's on auto mode. I would recommend putting it on eco mode. So if you put it on eco mode, it's going to draw a lot less power and you can run it for a lot longer. If you're plugged into a campground, then you can max it out, but if you're running off of batteries, then eco mode's the trick. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's got little vents that you can point in different directions to cool yourself off. And just like everything else in an RV, if you're not using it, turn it off. And that's just kind of best practices to conserve batteries.